The day we have been waiting for has all arrived.
I'm so f***ing high right now.
As the House has drafted a crypto bill which would strip Gary Gensler away from regulating the majority of the crypto community. We've also got 5 possible scenarios for XRP. Yes, you XRP holders, we're going to be talking about pumps and dumps. And Tesla not accepting Bitcoin as payments. Start off with your comments. This is my fastest, most favorite growing segment. People are weird sometimes. Klaus don't gain anything from negative news, so there's that. I think a good question would be, how long have you been holding XLM? So guys, how long has everyone here been holding? Pesky's at 5 months tomorrow. Comment down below. Let me know what you are. Here's my response. Wow, well over 2 years. I've been doing the channel for a couple years and I was buying before then. Gosh, now I feel older. Thank you, Pesky. Shadow Smith chimed in. Klaus, it's all been very, very quick pace, hasn't it? You sleep one night and wake up the next morning, the court case is over, and 10 minutes later, so is the pump. From my perspective, I'm holding on as my situation is different in that there's no kids, etc. Shadow shared some very personal stuff and some very nice, thoughtful stuff and made my morning. So thank you, Shadow Smith. I did reply. I didn't want to read the whole thing because it was a little personal. I did get a little emotional the first time reading it, so we'll let it sit there. Keep those comments coming. Bitcoin sitting at 29,864. No love from Elon. ETH 1893 under 1900. Sol, big retracement, 25.45 down 5 3/4 last 24 hours. XLM under 16 cents, could not hold the latest rally. Let's see where footing comes in. Sitting just under 16 cents, 15.9 down 4.55 last 24. With XRP, the highlight of the show, the 5 possible outcomes to be coming up here soon. Sitting at 77.8 down 4.4. House bill would hand 70% of crypto assets to the CFTC, but it needs more money. It is always about more money. It really is. And for those of you out there, don't think that the CFTC is friendlier than Gary Gensler and the SEC. They just haven't been as blatantly brutal. Put it that way. The SEC's existing regulatory regime is not designed to accommodate the registration and regulation of digital assets. The SEC has failed to provide the clarity these entities need to operate, a fact sheet accompanying the bill said. Instead, the SEC has used this enforcement authority to regulate the market. Bill's co-sponsors, led by Agricultural Committee Chair Glenn Thompson, said that 70% of digital assets should be classified as commodities. That's counter the view of Gary Gensler. Now, we've got something a little weird here. There is no date yet set, and don't worry. As soon as I get the date, I'll be updating you guys, because we've been waiting for it. We've been waiting for some markup action, but now there's a new bill. There's a problem, everyone. Patrick McHenry, Mr. Bowtie himself, the man who's been leading the charge against Gary Gensler, the man who's been going after Maxine Waters, because Maxine's been running protection for Gary. Patrick McHenry is not, I repeat, is not listed as a co-sponsor on this bill. What the hell happened? House Committee on Ag introducing the Financial Innovation Technology for the 21st Century Act. This bill establishes a regulatory framework for digital assets, protect customers, fosters innovation, and positions America as a leader of technology. You're welcome to Reasons, because as always, any article you see in this video
will be linked in the description below.
You thought you were going to go away from us singing? I don't think so, girlfriend. Here's French Hill, along with the other co-chairs. Let's see who's there. I, alongside Congressman GT and Representative Dusty Johnson today, introduced landmark legislation to establish a functional regulatory framework for digital assets that will protect consumers and keep innovation in the United States. Let's retweet this. My Twitter information is also linked down below. Sometimes it's easier just to break these stories on Twitter because I could just hit a simple retweet button. Follow me. Tesla removes Bitcoin but keeps Doge as payment option. Whoa. Elon, what's going on here? I don't want to give this too much thought because I think a lot of people read into this. The problem I got, though, is I just don't trust Elon. I don't trust that he doesn't have a fleet of friends out there that are big into Doge and he just pumps his friends' wallets up by saying stupid shit. Wu Blockchain, at present, Tesla has deleted Bitcoin in the source code of its payment page, but it still retains Dogecoin. Here are all the different ones. Card, check, Dogecoin, GiroPay, installment, Apple Pay, Alipay. Interesting stuff, everyone. XRP's future unveiled. 5 possible scenarios following the SEC case. I'm going to read these quick, and then we're going to go into XRP price action. Mini bull run. Okay. That means it could reach anywhere from $10 to $15 before a large correction. Small pump. Another option is to have a small pump off the news and then to perform in line with the rest of the market. Further pump means, hey, instead of going to $10 to $15 and dropping to 2 to 4, it could increase again. 20 to 30. Complete moon mission. Double tapping highs. Could XRP retest those highs? I did a video yesterday on XLM called Twin Peaks. I'm not talking about tatas, but you got to save the tatas. Twin Peaks is if these 2 latest rallies could not hold. Similar with XRP. This candlestick right here got us up to 88.7. This one right here got us to 84.6. The second hit did not get as high as the first.
I'm so f***ing high right now.
So since this high that we've seen on July 20th, we have had nearly a week of price erosion. Now hold up. Again, I'm not panicking because we're above 70 cents. I don't expect these rallies to have the massive amounts of fuel that this previous article did. Why? Because economic conditions are still tight. If economic conditions weren't tight, the rally that we had when Torres gave us the juice on the 13th would have blown XRP through the roof. But there's just not that much money floating around. And in fact, it's not that there's just not that much money around, but people right now aren't hodling as much. They're taking profits. They're seeing it. They're seeing these pumps, and they're like, yo, I've been waiting for a while. I'm selling. I'm getting out. And that's where you start seeing the softness. Then, as there's no news for extended periods of time, the softness is kind of... Now, for XRP, what we have to pay attention to is this. On July 14th, when we hit the low of 68 cents, it bounced right off that low of 68, and we started moving back on up. Where is this particular pump's low going to be, and will we rebound quite heavily from that? This weekend, probably not much business news going on, but you got Jerome Powell and the Fed next week going to drop the rate hike on us. Can we extend gains through that time? Will we see more erosion? Will we start approaching that 70 cent mark where XRP bumped off of before? We'll find out in the next couple days. I'll be right here with you. Earlier in the video, I talked about the bill that was proposed by Republicans. Now, part of the problem with the bill is that the CFTC would need a crap ton more money to regulate crypto. They just don't have the size. And that's what this comes down to. Can you, as a head of an agency, a group, whatever the hell you want to call it, can you get more money for your division? You got the FBI out there asking for more money. The CFTC has been in front of Congress live with us watching, asking for money. Gary's publicly asked for more money, specifically for enforcement too. It's all about money, power, and control. These people want to blow up the budgets of their respective organization as much as possible to increase the power and reach of the organization. Now, Patrick McHenry is not listed as a co-sponsor on these bills, and that has me very, very curious. And I'm going to look deeper into that and see what the hell is going on. But the reality is any Republican drafted bill right now will not, I repeat, will not make its way through the Senate. The Senate, the Democrats, Senate is controlled by the Democrats, are the ones that put Gensler in power. They're the ones that have let him regulate by enforcement. In the United States, crypto is not a big thing that can sway votes. It's just not. In people's minds right now, what are they worried about? High costs, food, housing, job market, inflation. That's the concerns right now. It's not crypto. Crypto is maybe the concern of 2, 3, 5% of the population, but that's not enough to swing votes. That's not enough to sway an election. So don't look for the Senate Democrats to bend at all on this. In fact, if the Senate Democrats do want to approve this bill, They would want some pork thrown in. For people outside the United States, or even people inside the United States know what the hell I'm talking about. No, they don't want meat. They don't want little piggies thrown in the bill. They want juice. They want money thrown in there. I told you it's all about money.
Link and I are cruising the mountain, bro, and we figure we's a little juice.
No, whizzing the juice. Where's the juice? No, whizzing the juice.
So if the Democrats are like, yo, we'll play ball, but you got to add a lot of pork and a lot of juice into the bill, what do you think the Republicans are going to do? The Republicans are going to go like, whoa, we're fiscally conservative. Whoa, we don't want to add to debt. Whoa, we don't want to spend more money, because it's been what the Republicans have been talking about here for years and years and years. So no, the Republicans won't give in by spending more, because that counteracts their entire plan here over these last few years. We're going to have to wait until 2024 unless something freakishly weird happens. I don't see the Democrats caving in, giving power to the CFTC versus the SEC, and I sure as hell don't see the Republicans caving in going, all right, cool, add as much juice and pork as you want in there, we'll then vote for it. Ain't gonna happen, everyone. And next year, it's an election year, which means shit ain't gonna happen. Trust me, you think our politicians do crap right now? Wait till an election year when these jerk-offs do jack shit other than trying to lie to people to try to get them to vote for them. I'm gonna fix things. Fuck you. You haven't fixed shit in this country. Fixing things works like this. You fix them, they're gone forever. That's what a fix is. What our government does, and I'm trying to look for something, our government plays whack-a-mole. Problem pops up, they smash it, but guess what? It pops back up again, and they smash it, pops back up, smash it, pop. That's not fixing a problem, that's whack-a-mole. The reason our government does fix problems is because they want to ensure that they have jobs. And how do you have jobs in government and in Congress? It's easy. Make sure there's problems where you can step in to act like the person that fixes it. And then all you got to do is lie to the voters out there and say, look what I did, look what I did. You didn't fix shit. Look for this bill to not go anywhere other than the House. The House will have the votes to get it through. But we also got to wonder why Mr. Bowtie himself wasn't listed as a co-sponsor. I'll dig in, find the information, and when I do, I'll get back with you. What do I have today? Full rest day. Why? Because I finally made it to the last part of my training block. I did it. I accomplished everything I want. Now I pump the brakes for a few days. I have 3 fitness races coming up in the next 4 weeks. 4 fitness races coming up in the next 6 weeks. No pre-burn, recovery drink. No bike session, no running today. I'm going to stretch and have some fun. You cool cats, though, have a great rest of your day.